Hey YouTube!
Hey YouTube.
Yep, we're up at Scott, so we've tried to get this OBL, not OBL, OBS. OBL as the pickups are in my
Yes.
checker. Original Bill Lawrence. So we're having a wee look on Marketplace. We've typed in musical instruments, see all, and if I go down here I can get onto actually where we move it.
To there.
Now,
And
bang.
there we go.
Here we go. What have we got? Am I going to just completely ruin this by zooming in on that a little bit so we can see it a bit better?
You can do that just up. There you go.
Oh, no, that's that. That's no,
The-
oh, the
oh,
middle
oh.
one. Yeah.
That one. How's it looking in the other screen though?
We don't know because we can't see it. Hold on,
Let's have a
let's
look,
have a look.
It's fine.
Don't know.
You can see
Oh,
all
you
of
can
them.
see it
You
there.
can see it. All of them.
You're
Yeah,
seeing
there's
exactly.
one.
You're seeing exactly what we're seeing
Yeah.
here. Perfect.
Okay, that's fine.
Excellent. Right.
Okay, Yamaha Pacifica. We've seen this one kicking about for a few
Well,
weeks
we
now.
have. This is the 604
And it's,
though.
yeah, it's
I
one
wonder
of
if it's
the high-end
actually.
ones.
Was it the 604 that I had? I wonder if it's the same guy. Was it that one? No, I think the one I had a shot of,
Yeah.
I fixed up at a P90 in it.
Yeah, look at that. That's
275 quid.
a 350 with a Hiscox case, which isn't bad either.
Yeah.
That's a nice bit of
Actually,
work.
that girl who bought that Pacifica there has so I don't know how much I get for the Stag. It's got a really nice hard case. Will I get 50 quid for it? And it's like hard cases are worth 50 quid. Spersals. So we're not buying any in particular. We're not in the hunt for anything.
Nothing in particular. What's the Strat? Fender Stratocaster, 200 quid.
Please note this
Oh,
is
it's
a
a
part
part
build
build
using
using
a Strat neck
Square body.
with a square body.
200 quid. If it's a proper Strat neck. I mean, you pay that.
Neck is the most important bit.
I mean, you would easily pay 150 for a decent Strat neck second hand.
And it's white. I don't know if I would maybe not keep the tortoiseshell, but that's easy to change.
It's never such. It's not always a bad thing, you know, getting a square body and a Fender neck, because square bodies are thinner and are slightly lighter.
And it would be, that would be a real one as well, because you
Yeah.
wouldn't, if you were going to put a fake one on, you wouldn't
That's a
put
Mexican one.
You wouldn't put Mexico on it. You put America on it. If it's
You
fake.
would. So I mean, that looks quite good
It's got
actually for
the-
200 quid.
It's got the odd shape.
Yeah.
It does look good. That intonation's not on.
No, but you can tell also looking at the neck that it's got a nice, what do you call it on it?
A nice radii.
Words is hard.
Radiuses.
The radius looks, it's got a radius neck. You can see that. It's very obvious at that angle.
Yeah. Not circle frets, but still
Not
radius.
circumference, but radiused. That's quite a handsome looking thing for 200 quid.
Does that come with a case? So that's the sort of case that you can
Yeah,
maybe get for
with the
20
black
quid,
key,
but
yeah.
probably worth 40.
There you go.
Yeah,
Good deal. In Glasgow, 200 quid.
$200. Well, you go much longer than that. I would be tempted.
The amplifier next door is just very cheap. That's a 60 watt valve amp, isn't it? And it's for 200 quid.
2 ACC, 1 ACC, 2 Elite,
It's
4.
fine, it's-
Boutique clean channel.
It's 200 quid for the 5 watt.
No, there were 300 quid for the 5 watt.
Well, there's a 60 watt for 60 quid.
Yeah.
For
For
sorry,
two-
200
200
quid, so
quid.
that's very cheap. I wonder if it needs revalved though. That's very cheap though.
Might need a new valve.
That's
They haven't been changed in a couple of years.
Still though, I'm looking at the valves. It's got 2 EC83s,
Yeah. 1 EC82.
and 2 EL34s. That's a good wee amp.
Yeah.
It's got 2x12 Celestine speakers.
Yep. It's got reverb. Yeah.
That's a good amp for 200 quid.
That's
That's a lot of amp for
It's,
200 quid.
it's a proper gig, and why would you ever need an amp bigger than that?
Exactly.
Gig.
Yeah. And you've got all your channels on the front. The only thing about Blackstar amps is they do need a bit extra EQ, maybe, sometimes.
You get effects, you can put it in there, or you
Yeah.
can emulate the output to dark or light reverb and cabs. So you can take that along, and if there's a 4x12 cab at the
Go
gig,
through that as well.
use that as well.
But there you go, that's a bargain. Well, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. 200 quid. So your 500 imaginary quid, £200 there's your amp. You get £300 to get a
You see there, 2 guitars,
guitar.
that guitar, that amp, boom.
boom. Right, what we got?
There's another specific amp.
Specifically, Pacifica. Yep.
Well, there's what you get for less than half the money.
They're still good guitars. So you change the logo a little bit more modern, that one. got the not as good tuners. Does that actually say on it what?
That's those rubbish tuners, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. Oops. Can you let me zoom into that? It's just not wanting to zoom in at all.
It looks like a music school sticker or something, doesn't it?
No, yeah, I do see it. No, the one I'm looking at is the model number up at the top there,
At the top, yeah.
which you can't see because it's not letting me zoom in. Partly because I'm probably doing it wrong, but
This is Windows 11, so it's all arse for tit just now.
it's all new. It's just normally that.
I think it's the 112. I'm pretty
What
sure.
is it? What it's a 112 what? Why? Why?
It's because it's Windows 11. It's all away.
Yeah, because you can zoom out and
Yeah.
the photo stays the same bloody size. Right, I'll reset it and forget about looking at see what iteration it is. But if that's one of the more modern ones, then maybe the earlier
Yeah.
letters are better because that one's got good tuners on it. And it's just the
Have
first.
it's expanded up a bit too much there.
Has it
I think
been?
they have. There we go.
Has.
There we go.
Ah.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, we're there. Okay, we
Ah,
can't
hold
read.
on a minute. I
We
can't
can't
see
read it.
that.
No.
Can I get a shot?
Yeah.
No. I've got a mouse.
Use your mouse. On you go.
Yeah, it's
You
more accurate.
take the blame.
No, it's just more accurate because that button's just crazy. See, there we go.
67% be the perfect one.
That's
Okay.
the one, right? Okay.
Pedals.
What is he pedals?
There's a trio
What is there in there?
to sell mine. How much is it?
Even
£75?
Space
Ah,
Echo,
okay.
That's a good
I did-
Space Echo. How much is that? 300 quid. That's actually not bad. That's a fancy echo pedal.
It is, yes.
It's the fanciest echo pedal you'll ever hear. That's quite good though.
It's got options.
There's
Stratocaster parts guitar.
Yeah.
Fender neck, California Corona.
Corona,
Square
yeah.
body, push volume.
I'll switch tonal changes.
Total changes too many to mention.
It's been Malco, right?
Scalloped after the 12th fret.
Oh, interesting. Interesting bar arrangement there. That's not an American neck, look.
No. It doesn't say it. It says California Corona.
Yeah. Fender neck California Corona, so it's a plate that he's got on it that says California Corona, but that's not you can tell it's not got a walnut or a cherry wood plug. It's a black plastic one, which is what you get on Mexican ones. So that's a Mexican neck.
If it's a Fender neck at all.
Yeah, well, it probably is a Fender neck, but it's a Mexican one, so maybe we should phone him up and start a fight. Who is it?
Yeah, I don't know.
He's in
He's
Hamilton.
in
He's
Hamilton.
not far away.
Not far away. We could just.
See, it says American in the back,
Oh, it does, yeah.
but it wouldn't have that colour of plug in the front. It just wouldn't. My spidey senses are tingling. Look at the fret markers as well. That's like a Westfield neck.
Is that a Chender?
Mm.
It's got.
It's
got
got
the-
all of the look at the look. It's got that cheap look about it.
Oh.
Setting my alarms off that one.
It is a bit, isn't it?
300 quid.
No. No, there's something
It's
not right.
well, see that there. That gives it away. The plug. If that was an American one, you'll see over there. It's like
Yeah. Actually, Andrew was around just yesterday. His Strat. He said, "Oh, I think it's a Squire." Does Squire sometimes have the wooden plug? Because it's got a wooden plug. He said he was told it was a Fender. He assumed it was a Mexican one. And I was like,
Well, usually the difference between Mexican is they use a black plastic plug, and the American Fenders use, I think it's cherry, something like that. Yeah, so that's definitely not.
Yep.
let's just get away from
yeah,
that.
that's it.
He could beat it.
It's a bit of a minefield, especially spending £300 and getting something that's not really that good.
Oh, look at that.
No, it's like that.
I mean, look at that. That's the only amp you would ever need. The only thing is, that's the problem with them is that anything goes wrong with them, it's like getting a private jet repaired.
Yeah.
That's very clean though. 400 quid. 400 quid for a Mesa Boogie. That's not bad. That's really quite good. I mean, that's within the range of a Mexican Strat in it. And it's all the amp you would ever need.
Yeah.
What?
That's nice, isn't it?
Yes. A Greco.
A Greco. Made in Japan.
Mm.
It's quite bright. It's
Yeah.
quite a good photo, actually. Nice to see a
Well,
nice
they use better paint in Japan. As well.
Yeah.
Not quite so readily faint.
Yeah.
Well, my Strat over there, the black one's a Greco, my first one that I got when I was like 11. My first.
Would consider trades on a US Strat. Who's going to give you a US Strat for 500 quid?
Obviously, he's going to get money. There's going to be money that way as well.
Oh, it'd have to be.
I don't know about that. It's very nice though. And look at that neck.
That is quite pretty.
The nice fillet at the top and everything.
Yeah.
This is when they were actually building them better than Gibson were at the time. Like, everything about it's lovely. So when you think about it, if you were comparing apples for apples, apples for oranges, however you want to look at that.
If that was a Gibson, how much
if it
would
was
it cost?
a 1970s Gibson sitting there with that one's probably going to be the better guitar out of the two of them, probably, but the Gibson's going to be
$5,000.
But you're going to add a zero on.
Yeah.
Easy. More. That's quite cheap.
It does seem
a bargain. That really is. It's a lovely guitar. Look at that. Very clean. I mean, look at it. It's got a laminate net. You can see the joints.
Okay, yeah, that does make it seem. I'm just sitting there wondering if there. Is it definitely an old Japanese one?
Yeah,
it looks awfully.
It's a Greco look.
Yeah, but that Bernie was Chinese and modern. You know, is it an old one or like Tokai?
It could. I mean,
it could be a Chinese. I don't know. I don't know anything about Greco. I need to do some research.
It's got a serial number, so
it's got the theory of being very good.
What's this?
Mister
Epiphone 59 reissues, 700 quid. He's obviously been on the crack pipe.
What do you think? Epiphone plus. What was it? It was 200 quid. That's 60 Black Star. Or a Greco, or a Greco.
Yeah. So this is one of the ones that you avoid because you know he's got a crack pipe somewhere in the house.
Yeah. What was that? Got up a wee bit. This is quite good actually. Use out to do it. Was that a semi-acoustic bass guitar?
That one there.
There's a bass guitar on the left. Is it?
Oh right, sorry, I'm looking at the.
Oh, it's a D'Angelo.
Yeah.
It's £1,000. It looks like a West Tone Rainbow, almost exactly.
Looks like a Klingon warship.
Yeah.
100 Ibanez.
105 Ibanez, huh?
150 for 5. 150.
150.
4 months.
Something looks a bit wonky about that. Maybe it's just the angle of the photo.
I think so.
Nah.
That's not bad.
It looks unfinished. It's like your satin.
Yeah.
Bare wood look.
I quite like it. It looks like a Martin, kind of those. Yeah. That's good for the money. 150 quid. But that sounds great as well.
Yeah. It's not the best acoustic bass guitar in the world.
No, God,
because
no.
it's on the wall over there.
No, that is, yeah.
Because it says so on it.
Here we go. Oh, God.
The Duff McKagan special.
Right, let's have a look at it.
That's the one that Buster.
Is this Buster's bass?
It's not Buster's, but it's the one that he keeps trying to make ones that look like it because he pretty loves it. But he wants. I think that's a Duff McKagan one. His look at it was that he actually Duff McKagan's bass was just a standard Japanese 1986
Same as that one.
P-bass special or something it was called. But it looks like that. You know, it's got no scratch plate and it's got the jazz bass pickup, but it is just a bog standard Japanese one, which is the one that he uses. So these are all copies of that.
It's
just a look a wee bit like my Easy Lover. What would you call it? Really?
Greasy Lover.
Greasy Lover. It was Greasy Lover. Right. Kind of the same. It's a similar sort of colour as well.
Yeah,
bad chip on it. Of all the places to get a chip on a guitar, that's the place. The one bit where your arm rubs against it. Everywhere else you can't see it or feel it.
I also got a Fender Jaguar 360. It's actually not bad. Your buddy likes them, doesn't he? The Schechters.
Yeah.
That's a chunk, right? That's the next size up. That's the
B115. What's yours? A B10, isn't it?
Yeah.
108. So yours is the 8-inch speaker. And
this
that's
is the 15.
It's a 15.
1x15, but it's the wedge shape back as well, so it's going to be an absolute stonking amp.
How do you tell how many watts it is?
100, I think. 115.
I think the one's a 115 inch, isn't it? I don't know.
That's a very smart looking bit of gear. I've got the baby version of that and it's amazing.
It is.
That one's got a as well.
Next XLR out.
£220.
£220. I just I wouldn't replace my Marshall.
Oh God, no, but we know how they're light and easy to move around, these Ampegs.
Yes,
that tiny one I've got sounds ridiculously good for what it is.
Yeah.
You try to sell it. See, that's what I've got as a gigging amp. Not in the house. It's a Commander I've got. and it's
Right.
the 1x15 with
Right.
a tweeter on it.
Perfect.
Mm.
Carpeted. Yeah. Gibson SG.
I was
£500.
looking at that. That's cheap.
500 is not bad for. Because I thought that's what you always got them for, and then I looked them up and they were all 700 quid. But
Well,
that's
yeah.
500 quid's maybe.
That's one of the ones I've got, and I still got the plastic on them. Look at that. They're great.
That's fine. That'd be
Do you know what I
See,
actually...
rather than buying the Tony Iommi one at 10 grand, I would just
Yeah.
buy that, put P90s in it, and have 10 grand.
Well, the thing
9.5
about it
grand.
is I actually prefer these ones genuinely because they don't have as much finish on them.
Yeah. Oh, I don't. It's got the
That's
back.
why you could take that off.
The,
throw
the
that-
unacceptable back plate.
throw
That's
that in the
I don't know
bin.
what the hell. How can it possibly be cheaper than
It's-
just?
Well, it's because Americans are used to that. They've
Oh,
got,
right,
it, they've
okay,
got
so-
it in their cars, they've
Yeah.
got it on their desks, they've got it in everything. It's just on everything. That's what America's made of.
It's made of texture,
That
poly,
stuff,
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See if you ever go on a plane in America,
Yeah.
it's made out of that.
Right. That's obviously where it came from.
Yeah, so get rid of that. But that on its own is a great guitar.
500 quid doesn't seem like.
It's great. I mean, see if you go to Guitar and went to buy a Mexican Strat out there. How much is that right now?
I don't know.
700 quid.
Is it something like that?
Something like that.
How much are the SGs now? They must be 700, 800
No,
quid.
they're about grand.
Are they? God, even
Yeah.
for that, even for the.
Yeah. Yeah. But I've got one of these. I've got an older one, 2012 in it.
That one say who it was?
I knew where to put this. I keep looping my guitar thing over the top of my cup of tea, so I'm going to absolutely wreck my cup of tea.
I'd like them.
Mine's is the more brown than red. That's the red one that you're looking at there.
Pretty much, yeah. Well, we probably are still on the.
Yeah.
That's definitely redder than this. This is more of a.
Yeah.
Oh, this doesn't have the.
And that's what that's. It's not got. I mean,
No,
it's-
no horrible texture.
It's a much earlier one, I think.
Right.
Yeah, that's the brown one. That's the red one. It's kind of similar to the studio that I had.
Aye. Yeah, I mean this one's very similar to my SG.
500 quid.
The 500 quid doesn't even. That seems quite.
That's not bad at
How
all.
much was that Epiphone Les Paul? Was it not 700 quid? You think you need to be? He's going to buy that when you could buy a Gibson SG
know,
or
I
the
know.
Greco Les Paul if you really like Les Pauls.
Oh, good lord. A Rickenbacker, Stickenbacker. I hate these basses. Sorry, but I do. I've had to fix them and I've had to repair them, look after them on
Is
tour.
that
and they're
that's
terrible.
not?
Is it? What is it?
It's a Hondo.
Oh, so it is.
175 quid.
Too expensive.
Nah.
That's a shame.
If you really
know-
wanted a bass that shape.
You don't know, it's like a front door. With
No,
a
I
neck on.
don't know. I don't. I had one before, but I mean, I would if that had been under 100. If that had been 100
Yeah.
quid, and the neck's not bent, I would maybe have bought that.
Yeah.
Just because.
Yeah. See, the thing about Rickenbackers is they've got terribly
Terrible?
soft frets. So I mean,
It's a Hondo though.
that won't. That'll just have frets in it. It'll not have frets.
Yeah.
It'll not have any lacquer on the fretboard either, I'll bet. So you
Yeah.
can take the frets out and replace them easily
Yeah.
without having to destroy the neck. So I reckon if you're buying a Rick type bass, you're better buying a copy, like an Ibanez, Greco, do you know what I mean?
Or a Hondo.
Hondo even.
What's
I
it
bet it'll just be it'll probably have a proper truss rod in it as well.
Yeah, it'll be Samick probably because
Yeah.
Hondo were.
Because the Rickenbacker truss rod system's just
Yeah, you told me about that before.
stupid. I don't know, how would you explain that? Yeah, stupid.
Yeah, stupid.
Yeah, you have to set the bass up in or the guitar up in a jig and pull the neck into position, and then you tighten the Allen key bolt until it's tight, and that's it. There's none of this moving it backwards and forwards with the Allen key.
No,
No.
no.
What you do is if you over tighten the things, it just destroys the bolt in the front. And you
Yep.
have to get the neck taken off. Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I do kind of.
Sticking the backers.
I do kind of maybe.
They've got, see the black one, it's probably the most attractive looking bass that's ever been made.
Yeah.
The black one of them with all the gold bits on it, it's absolutely a work of art and beautiful and just
Yeah.
unplayable.
Yeah.
It's got a thin wee neck and stupid wee frets and no.
Yeah. I wonder what Spears repairs. I wonder how.
Fucked.
175 quid. I've not been.
No.
It's the sort of thing that I'd be bloody tempted if
It's a
someone
bit-
was.
yeah.
If I had a guitar up for sale for 175 after. a straight swapper maybe.
There's something funny going on up at the top of the headstock. I can see a line of some sort there that's catching my eye.
Oh,
See that? Right
are there
down there.
more pictures?
I'm going to have a look. Oh,
Right.
that's not bad. That's wood screws.
Yeah.
Look with the neck. It's,
Do you reckon that's meant to be a bolt on that guitar?
is that a real reckon? No, what the fuck's... Excuse my language. What's that? What's that in the neck? Those holes in the neck. What's that? What's going on there?
It's smashed, right? The heels come off it.
I don't know if it has.
It
Oh,
has.
it
It
has.
has
Look at it.
definitely, right. I'm just going from the top of the picture down.
And that's pegs
Definitely done that. And those are pegs
going through it.
dowels to
Dowels.
hold the neck back together.
Right.
And then it's not a bolt-on neck guitar. It was a set neck guitar, but
I
that's
don't
snapped.
know though. There's a you can actually see a shadow in the
I was just going to say I don't see a shadow in the lacquer, but I do actually
very
see an
slight
outline.
shadow there. So there's been a neck plate on it, but that's been a joiner that's did that because there's wood screws.
Yes, but also what's happened is because
It's a joiner from the 70s that did that. Somebody time travelled him.
this isn't Mr. Westwater, is it? No.
Who? Is he a joiner?
Yes,
Yeah.
he's the man who I told you before about his Imagine to get.
Oscar Matthews. Sorry, Oscar, if you're listening.
Yeah, I don't know, it does say for
That's-
project, but I mean to
it's
be fair,
hilarious. It's brilliant.
could work. Oh, one of them.
Do you know that's what I bet you that's one of the neck through jobs?
That's-
Selmer amps are great, by the way. Reverb, what's the prices? Reverb 120.
Okay, DC 50, £300. Okay, not be £300 for that.
That's going to be one of the neck through ones, on it? With the wings on the
it
side
could
and
be,
that on
yeah.
the neck.
Yeah. Basically a copy of her. You get that lots of different makes on it.
Fender Strat Deluxe.
Oh, they're not meant to be the best, one of the best ones ever made, the Deluxe.
Oh, that's what.
That's not the. Is that the Lace Sensory one?
Yeah.
That's the Dave Gilmore. Basically, there's your Dave Gilmore Strat in it.
I don't know. I quite like the Midnight Black though. That's the one with the fleck in it, isn't it?
Oh, is that?
Or is mine the Midnight Black actually? The Marlac Strat, the black, the newer one. I can't remember. No, that's the sparkly one. It just says it there.
Yeah.
Sparkly bluish colour.
Let's put the TPX tone control.
Yeah, that's basically the Michael Douglas.
The original Blanda bridge. That would just be bland. So
Yeah.
it's not meant to say the original or the original branded bridge.
Yeah.
Missing
a shadow.
The original on the original bridge. So he's got the. That doesn't seem like an awful lot for an American.
2 locks, so it could be easier to
Yes,
see.
Had it for about a year. Bet that needs set up.
Yeah.
'Cause if that was as good as it looks like it possibly could be,
Still, it's 1,200 quid.
it's £1,200. Yes, what am I saying? That seems like a good buy. A guitar.
That's a good buy. That's an Ibanez G on it. No, isn't he?
No, is that a Samick?
Ooh, I don't know. Can I see? The
Can
fitment?
you see?
No information. It's a guitar.
It's
It looks green though. Wanna tick?
yeah, could be the outside. Window.
That could be a Bucky kit. Bucky green.
Yeah, HSH, £70. It'd have to be a Fender Ventera.
Ooh. I like the colour. Is what I like.
My first Strat was
These are
a
Mexican,
Squire
aren't they?
that was that colour.
The Venteras are Mexican, right? I think they are. I like the gold anodized scratch plate.
That's quite cool.
It's not got all the screws in it though. I wonder why that is.
It's because
Maybe
it's
the
not
original
it's not from that guitar. That's why, isn't it?
Ooh.
Oh, relicking.
Bell sander.
Yeah.
Just a very small bell
Very,
sander.
so somebody's got a very interesting shape.
Somebody took a dash at
Is
it.
it maybe someone with a belly button ring or something like that? It's just they always hold the guitar saying it's.
Or an erectile dysfunction problem. I don't know.
Oh, I'll give you the original soft pick guard and soft case. I'll give you both pick guards.
What is that? Oh, how did you get how do? Okay, let's just move on, shall we? The frets are
The
good.
factory wear is subtle. So is that a factory?
Mexican.
Yes.
75th anniversary one. So
Yeah.
there you go.
£750 though.
That's quite expensive for a Telecaster.
That's well, you get.
Could
You
you
get an
not-
FGN for.
could you not- could you not actually get an American Telecaster for that if you were looking around?
Maybe not that in that colour.
That's cheap for a BC Rich Assassin.
It's-
That's got
they're
24
quite-
frets. They're not bad actually. I know it looks terrible because of the stupid paint job, but as a guitar, they're actually okay.
I quite like it. It's got the
That's
pointy
quite
headstock. Oh, it's the torchy one, right? Aye.
Yeah.
That's in that. I've had the Maggot with the body art collection.
Korea.
They did a guitar every month for a year.
Is that a pubic hair on the string? No.
Oh, it looks like it.
God. It's got grey pubic hair anyway.
Yeah.
It's put me off the guitar. No, it hasn't. For 125 quid,
Yeah,
20
that's
quid.
quite good. And no nonsense.
That's not bad.
Similar set
Do you know
layout
what?
to your.
Yeah.
In fact, it's very similar to your New Orange one.
Yeah. Well,
It's the same shape and it's got the same pickups.
Same pickups, but it's not got the sass.
No, of course not. Good. No. It's 120 quid though.
There's an AC10 for two. Nah, that can go and beat it. It's a good amp, right? Everybody out there will be shouting at us just now. Oh, look at that!
An AT10. Oh.
There you go. But it's great, isn't it? You can pause. They can pause the video, can't they?
Yes.
Read that, right? Okay, let's move on now.
Good idea. Yeah, you can pause it.
900
Read
quid.
it. Assuming it's still recording, I think it will be.
900 quid. 900 quid. Oh, 2003.
Highway 1. I remember the Highway 1. They were the ones that had very thin finish on them,
Yeah.
and they were quite cheap.
Quite cheap.
I'm sure they were like 600 quid or something. I was like, oh, an American Strat.
Don't know. Maybe. See the plug. See the
Yep,
front
there's a
plug.
Yeah, yeah.
It's different colour if it's Mexican.
Those are my
black.
favourite string trees. See those ones?
Yeah.
Those rollers are good. You can get them.
And
And
I'll give
on,
you a sec then. I think I uncovered them when I was looking for things up there.
but you can get them from China, just like
Yeah.
copies of them, rather than getting the other roller ones, which are like
That's what
a
I
wee
got.
block with rollers on it, which
Yeah.
aren't as good as those ones.
That was 900 quid. It was okay actually for that. This is
Yeah.
500 quid. Wait, what?
With no frets.
No scratches, no dings. What?
Whatever happened to your
What?
your bass? You sell it?
Oh, which one?
The jazz bass.
It's there.
So it is. I forgot you had that.
Yeah, it's really good actually. I'm really happy with it.
Yeah, totally. I was.
That's actually really good. So
Is
that's
it- is that better?
yeah. So
That's a Fender, that's a
well,
Squire,
it's
isn't it?
the Squire, yeah. This is,
Yeah.
but yeah,
It's a jazz bass, and I
It's
would
a
rather play
jazz
that one
bass.
because it's got frets.
yeah. Well, no, that's got frets as well. Look,
No, it doesn't.
is it,
It's a fretless.
oh, so it is fretless. I don't know quite like a fretless. Flats on it, definitely.
Yeah.
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 More wee pedals. Takamine. It's a junior guitar, but that's quite a good
Takamine.
price for a junior guitar. It's not a junior guitar, but is it a junior guitar? I think it is. Well, it's nice though. You know that's
Yeah.
going to be a decent guitar, isn't it?
Nice
For
drive to drive it.
125 quid. The
Nice.
case is 100 quid.
It does say price on it. It's 150. Well,
Yeah. Even then, with the case, it's
the case that case has got to be 50 quid anyway.
Yeah. Aye, but it's Geo. They're good, solid guitars.
That or Pacifica depends which one. You
Well,
know.
they're basically the same as your budget specific, as aren't they? There's not
Pretty
really that
much.
much in them.
Let's get a wee bit of fancy neck carving the bottom.
Yeah.
A wee bit of the
I like the RG.
Aye.
Quite nice.
the all access.
Good basic guitars.
Yeah.
Westfields, I like these. I've never had a bad one yet.
I do like
I've had
that.
loads
I
come
do.
through.
The white Les Paul does have a certain
Yeah.
class to it. I had an amazing white Les Paul that I sold. It was an Axel.
Yeah.
I think I paid 20. I paid something stupid for
Yeah.
it, like 20 quid, and it was Les Paul shaped apart from the bottom horn was like kind of rounded as opposed to being pointy.
Mhm.
But apart from that, it was all the gold hardware, and it was actually really
Well,
good.
we had a bit of a laugh at one of these guitars. On eBay, there was an Alpine white one, the same one that you're talking about with all the gold and stuff like that.
Yes.
Well, we got one of the Gibson headstock kits
Mm-hmm.
and retrofitted the headstock kit, and it was the one that had the right shape headstock and everything on it.
Right.
So it was perfect, and we sold it on eBay not as a Gibson, as a replica,
Right.
and we got some 350 quid for it for a Westfield.
Right. You just, I've got the
It was
managed to-
all just as an experiment to see if they would go for a guitar that was made to look like a.
Yeah, I know, but the problem with that is so the person you've sold it honourably, whereas they might have just gone, oh, what's this, and
Hey.
sell it to somebody for £2,000. Because that's when you get
Again-
a good con. You've got to get someone pure greedy. So the
is,
trick there is you've got to go, oh, this was my uncle's, he's dead
Honourable,
anymore.
yeah.
I'm a bit full of heroin. I think these are worth like £1,000,
Yeah.
and people are going, oh, that's a Les Paul custom there worth 10 grand, I'll give you £1,000.
The thing about it is one look at the bridge and one look
Oh,
at
yeah.
the posts and
Oh,
one
yeah.
look at
Oh,
this and one look at that.
oh.
You're like,
Oh,
nope, nope,
not for big money.
no.
But I mean, people do like it. They want to have one hanging on the wall.
But again, see these guitars, they're really well made guitars. I wouldn't turn my nose up at one. See if I was needing
See,
a
if you
guitar
don't,
in a
if you
pinch,
don't really play the guitar, but
even
you
if
can play
do,
a few
though.
chords, and it's still good enough.
I mean, the things that were wrong with them were tuners and stuff like that, and that's why I got them in, was
Also,
to
look
replace
at
the tuners.
the pickup ring on that's been cut.
Yeah.
Someone's cut it to make it look like there shouldn't be a pickup ring.
Oh,
A Ventura cheapoid Echo Rangers,
there's another
there.
Greco.
1980.
Hold on a minute to see this. These are great. I used to play an Echo guitar as a kid, and it was one of the ones that I used to play for all my stoner uncles. And it earned me a fair few quid.
My
over
pal
the years.
Richie's dad bought one of them in a pub once.
They're
and it was
great. They're
it's
made
his
in
guitar.
Italy. And
Yeah.
they've got bolt-on necks, and
Yes.
it's like an electric guitar.
But they're
great.
proper. The tops are proper
Look
thick.
at that. That's a laminated neck as well, so that's
Yep.
going to be.
It even says made in Italy, and you can actually read that.
Look at
Ooh.
that. Yeah. 150 quid. That's a lot of acoustic guitar, and it's a zero fret at the top. Is look
Yeah.
zero fret.
Aye.
So you know that's going to be comfortable to play. Your fret heights are going to be great. Your action at the top, I mean, it's going to be great.
Good.
I want to see
What's-
this.
what's-
Which one do you want to see?
the Greco. Because we were not looking at a Greco earlier on. It was well, it was 550
Yeah, it was
quid.
a 70s one though. This is slightly later in 80s.
80s, but it's still Japanese.
Still, yeah.
There was no damage. But I attached a screenshot of the build spec.
You know that's going to be as good as any Les Paul you ever pick up anywhere.
Yeah.
No nonsense in it. Look at that. It's such a rip-off. No
Yes.
wonder Gibson were really upset.
Yeah. That's a 450 quid for that. Seems off it.
It's
Not the fanciest looking one, but is this where he's bought it from? 1980.
Yeah. 70% frets, sycamore body. Sycamore?
Right, well,
Maple neck.
it's very like my PE. Then it's
Yeah.
sick.
Not bad. That's a good price.
I'd say so.
Yeah.
If you're liking a
Yeah.
Les Paul,
Well, I mean, if you're going into one of the guitar shops and looking at
an Epiphone, their choices.
Epiphone.
No,
at that price,
I just
don't.
just don't.
Just
no.
buy that.
Most definitely.
There's one of those Code 50 amps that I'm not really that keen on. And Ibanez, we looked at that before, didn't we?
We did, and we thought it was quite nice.
There's a 6-string Echo for 100 quid. That's made in Italy, the same as the last one we looked at, with the same bolt-on neck construction. So it's an absolute
The guy obviously can't
steamer.
take
So there
photos.
you've got your zero fret. What?
No, they're well built anyway. Give them that. The chances you don't see very many Echoes with.
Oh, they're always good though. The necks are always good because it's like a Les Paul. You know what I mean? It's got a really good, comfortable neck to play. It's not like a big, huge acoustic neck.
Arch top jazz guitar. One day I'm going to get one of them. But I'm not. Even the ones you don't even know what make they are. They're still 400 quid. Oh, it's an Ibanez Artcore.
Yeah, it's great. I had one of them. They're brilliant. They really are.
Yeah.
I just don't like the sound of them.
No.
No,
I
there's a
kind of
really nasal quality about
I
them.
kind of like the look of its horribleness.
Yeah, I made mine all fancy.
Harley Benton.
No, upgraded.
Just replace any of the bits.
Yeah, a pedal
Yamaha.
board for 100 quid for the whole thing.
Plus pedals.
Can it be?
Please note, 808 and tuner not for sale.
Right, okay.
All pedals are used, but
So that.
okay, so it's just it's
Those
not,
soul
not.
foods I've heard are really good. He's
Yes.
sold it already.
What is it? My pal
It's a.
Jerry's mad into them.
It's a clone.
It's a clone.
Yeah.
Is that good? I couldn't remember a clone. or a
Clone.
Clone.
Yeah.
Marine layer reverb. There's your flashback.
Yeah.
A tuner.
I'm actually using my flashback just now. I think I'm going to sell it.
Ooh.
My problem with it is it doesn't have any tap facility, so your fixed delay lengths is, I don't like that. I like my delays to match whatever I'm playing. As they should, do you know what I mean? It's the way it's supposed to go.
If that goes, you get 70 quid for it then.
Get a tap one, don't know what to get though. Answers in the comments.
Yeah. Go Blacktooth. One of the best tap delays.
A delay pedal with a tap facility. Oh, we got Fender Stratocaster. $650 with an amp
And a nice case.
and a nice case. That's an 80s one, isn't it? Case, I mean the case is an 80s case. I'm assuming it means it's an 80s or a 90s guitar, I don't know. What's a case? Maybe it's not an official Fender case. It's a shape I'm going by.
Yeah.
A maroon.
And a big BAM pedal board.
It's huge. So there's a gigging set up for you right away there. You just plug that right into a PA
Yeah.
and just get a couple of monitors around about you and you're set to go. No bad. No bad. 450.
That's quite a lot. Isn't it, for
No,
a valve state.
actually.
For a valve state? 450?
Is it?
I think so.
It's not there though, it's 250. What is
Oh,
it you're
right.
looking at?
I'm looking at the bit at the top where it says 450.
Oh right, man, I think that's
That
everything.
includes a few other things. Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. Right, okay. Okay.
250, 220, 220. I think you could get it for 2, but that's
You're
not
de-
bad.
You're definitely. Well, you bought it for 3. Yeah, you're definitely.
Get it for 2.
Yeah.
What you've got?
Big enough.
Foot switchable. Nice case.
No.
Basic case. Base case as well. 90 quid. I've got one behind my couch. It's like a coffin.
£40. £90, yeah.
I'm looking for this here metal guitar for the fancy dive bomb stuff.
Standard metal guitar.
Ah, well, no. Bullet tuner. Okay. This is these description's brilliant. Standard metal guitar for all the fancy dive bomb stuff. Set up in D standard. Comes with whammy bar, a line key, and replacement.
Oh, a
knob.
line key, not Allen key. Nice.
It's in a line key.
A 370. It's
For
obviously
180.
it's obviously got a different.
It's done something. There's something.
Either
there, look.
two of the pickups have been replaced or one of the pickups has been replaced.
I think one of them, the neck one, looks as if it's new, doesn't it?
It sort of does, but it kind of looks like it says Ibanez in the corner, which is the same pickup that I took out of
Possibly.
my pals. That the RG with the graphic
Yeah.
on it.
That's
Yeah,
not
well.
bad though. 180 for that's not bad. Not bad.
Fender Square Mustang HH guitar, amp and leads. It can't be all of them for £90, can it?
That's one of those wee amps that I've got there. Amazing. See for it alone.
Oh.
Oh, that's
And
what's the phone number? Are you going to be going buying something? No,
Paisley.
that's not far away. 10 minutes.
10 minutes, 130,
That's my amp.
£130. Well, and it's a Yamaha
Bass to go. with it.
bass.
It's a free bass, isn't it? Look at that.
You get it? Oh, yeah, it's stickers on it. Yeah, yeah. It's been sticker bombs. A paint job in the
That's not bad.
bass. Yeah.
That's not bad. It's not a bad bass. It's not a
I was
terrible
going to
bass.
see that the Squire Mustang HH, is that top left? Is that the guitar and the amp for £90?
Guitar still has cellophone on it. Yeah, it is. Well spotted.
Yeah, I think that's
Well, the guitar's 90 quid, 100 quid in the guitar. They're really cheap.
no, they're 130 now. But
Oh, right,
yeah,
okay.
so they
Yeah.
go for £90.
Yeah, you can get them for 90 quid in the shops. So that's not bad. But that wee amp,
Yeah, they're not very good, but it's an amp and a guitar for £90,
I suppose.
and it's kind of quite good. Is what?
Yeah, I suppose I'm just being a snob here.
Yeah.
Oh,
That'd be 370 or.
what a terrible photograph. Look at my bass's arse.
Yes.
Look
Look at a
one of my
closer
bass's
picture of her
arse.
bass's arse. Oh,
That's a nice looking neck.
that's not no, it's not the guy I know. No, someone's got one of them. And I see what the
These
favourite.
are brilliant basses. They
Um,
really are fantastic.
The EQs on them are absolutely thunderous. But
Can't
my favourite
play.
thing, see those the two strips on the back of the neck.
Yeah.
When you're playing, you can see them. They're
Right.
not in the middle of the neck.
Right, they're off.
They're
to the
kind of
sides.
off
Yeah.
the centre. So when you're playing it, you're totally looking at the big stripes. They're
Cool.
great.
Carol Kay plays one of those,
Alright.
the SR370, and she swears by it. She's amazing. That's her who was the bass player for the Beach Boys.
All right. Oh, is that who
The
can't
Doors and everybody.
Yeah.
Neil Sedaka,
What
we got?
Champion.
a Ditto
Forty.
10-4.
Marshall MG.
Is that what I've got? Similar to that.
DSL 5 is a fat.
That's not bad.
Elite 5150.
It's
5150 is
that's
Eddie Van Halen's number, isn't it?
no.
Isn't it a 5150?
What on earth is that?
So why is it a model 5150? JCM 800 era.
I've never heard of that amp before. Probably people in the world of YouTube are shouting at the telly just now.
I've definitely had a Marshall lead. What was the one that I had? I had one that was a 2x12.
No, 5150, what is it? Transistorized for 3 volt. It's 10 o'clock.
Right.
People will go, what's that fucking noise? That's it there. That's the therapy thing doing.
Yeah, I don't think that. I wonder. I don't know if that will show up in the video anyway, because it's this window that we've got in the. Do you know what? We look to see, just see if it's still recording, just in case we've not been. Just click into that and then.
Going, yeah.
Yep. Okay. Cool. Then. Yep. Igniter.
Great wee amps. Ignitors. You got an igniter. Heads, 3 valve heads are brilliant.
Look at that. South Molton, England. Why are we in England? Damn it, 50 quid for a telly. That was like a Westfield telly as well.
Look.
No, don't put that up. Someone else might buy it. I don't want that.
Shall I switch this off?
Yeah, don't.
Because they could pause it.
No, they won't see it. It's cool.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah.
What's that?
Bass bundle.
What is that? It's a Fender T-Bucket, isn't it? Oh, it's not. It's
Ibanez.
another Ibanez.
I prefer that colour to
Yeah.
a 30-watt bass amp. Yeah.
That's
£40 worth of strings.
That's not bad at all.
No.
Again, if you're a busker, it's perfect.
Ideally with a battery powered amp, but yes.
Squire. Phase.
Oh, there's a CS1X. I wish I kept one.
What am I looking at?
The blue.
The
I bought 4 off a guy. See where the Kentucky Fried Chicken is? Over there. I bought 4 off a guy and I got them down. I think I paid 150 quid for 4 of them.
Do they all work?
They all worked.
I take it you sold
I got more than 120 quid for most of them. They were fucking good keyboards.
Really?
He'd obviously got them at school or something, or found them in a skip. I don't think I basically.
Have you got any of them left now?
No, I was going to keep it.
Just this. Oh, that looks kind of
Pink and kind of unfinished.
Tuners, Jackson Humbucker. Could have taken that.
Oh, Jackson Humbucker. Just needs wired up and some cosmetic upgrades, and it'll look and play awesome. I don't think wiring it and some cosmetic things will make it.
35 quid Strat. Oh no, it's a Rockwood. Let's go. Never saw that. Just don't ever look at them. They're really nice.
Piece of wood. That's not mine.
Plank. Is that no yours?
No, it's an Epiphone.
What's yours again?
Westfield.
Oh, so
is it Westfield?
It's actually better, I would say. It's got a better bridge on it.
A wee bit better. It's got a better bridge. It doesn't have that. I don't think it's got an angled back headstock either. Yeah. Door.
I don't like them. It literally is a front door with a neck on it.
Yeah.
Microcube for bass.
That's your busking amp. 4x8 battery powered bass amp. Oh yeah.
Do you have a look at it? It's 230 quid.
230 quid. I paid it.
Jesus Christ. Do you know what kind of weekend you could have for 230 quid?
You can go and buy yourself an Albert and Les Paul and
an Albert and Les Paul and go and chill out for the weekend. Bag of weed. Plastic drum kit for 50 quid.
A Yamaha plastic drum kit for 50 quid. Oh, it looks like quite a lot that might be missing, but 50 quid.
That's those plastic things that's like hitting. Oh, there's an actual Watkins copycat. Oh my god.
That's the one I had. The one I used to
really? I used to play about them when I was a kid, and the tape, we only had one tape, and it was a bit too stretched, and it was hilarious.
No, the thing that amazed me was just how. It's only got 3 heads.
Yeah.
3 heads, because you got a recorder and a blanking one. But it's the 3 sounds are just perfect, and you can have them all on, or one of them on. Yeah. I enjoyed it.
It took us the longest time to work out that you could just take a bit of tape out of a cassette tape and
I never thought of that.
Splice it together and make a tight tape. It actually worked, yeah.
I used to have it on my wall, but I never used the thing.
That's great.
It got noisy after a while. 200 quid.
It's curiosity.
Yeah, they are cool things. Definitely not my one, because mine and the off and swell were both turned off. So you didn't try to turn the thing on. You're like, it doesn't work. I don't know. Because you couldn't read the bit that said on.
Look at that. It's a really good neck. It's really good neck. Well.
Yeah, nice.
Jack and Danny, they're a bit like, what are they like? They're Korean, aren't they? Or Chinese.
You can see
They're actually not bad.
It's a wee bit wrong shape. I don't know.
Yeah, they're not bad.
I don't know. I didn't know J&D stood for Jack and Danny. I think I've heard of J&D before. Jack and Danny doesn't sound very professional.
They do a range of, I reckon it's, I don't know how it works, but they do acoustic guitars as well. They're not bad. They're not great, but not bad.
But I mean, you know they're churning out, they can just not take the 30% that
Tanglewood acoustic.
Epiphone or Fender would take.
2 by 100, 100 watt stereo amp for a something. Swap? No, you're okay. For an untested amp.
Epiphone Les Paul
What?
Junior Vintage 250.
Shut the front door.
I've looked at this recently because I just went, why is the sunburst not go all the way around the back? I don't like that. What?
Why is it that much money? It's a Chinese.
From the Inspired. Oh, it's got stock strings on it. Perfect. They'll be great. You can see all those scratches in the back that you want to keep the original strings on it. They'll be great.
Why is it 250 quid? Is there less than that to buy brand new a guitar?
Are they?
I think so.
I don't know.
I mean it's the bog standard one pickup. It's that one.
No, they might have a fancy top on it or something. I don't know.
It's still going.
It says Inspired by Gibson Collection. There you go, £100 on top.
How about no?
No.
I think that guy's been on the crack pipe myself. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe not. What we got there? Marshall.
Electronic time recorder. It just sounds. Sounds very Doctor Who.
That's what I was thinking. That sounds a bit Doctor Who, doesn't it?
You can record time.
It's a stamp in clock.
Alright, that's what it is.
Oh, how do you make that up? Why don't you ask some stupid questions? How do you make it up?
Yeah.
Do you tune it to standard 440? How does it work?
Nice.
Very good. Yeah. A Sinclair Spectrum? What the fuck's going on?
Is it an Epiphone 6? Another Les Paul? Was it not?
That's the same guy, innit?
No, it was a red. The other one was a different colour. It was red. Or was it?
That's 650 quid. Why though? Do you think maybe it's something we don't know about? I don't think so.
I don't think we look up enough.
I think we'll just slowly move past. What's that? 20 quid guitar. It was 666 quid. 65 quid.
Yeah.
That's actually not bad.
I think mine's probably worth more than that.
Yeah.
Golden Horsey had one of them.
Were they any good?
That's alright. I don't know. It didn't inspire me enough to use it very often. A clone.
Yeah. Not bad stuff though. What else we got? Boss Guitar Effects. I've actually got one of those pedal boards at the back of the living room. I need to dig it out and sell it.
They don't go for very much. I nearly bought one. They're only like 25 quid because you can only get, or 20 quid.
That's one of those EXP guitars that they gave away.
That's right. That's still for sale.
It's got the piezo electrical stuff in it though.
It does.
Which is the interesting part because that's actually worth more than 220 quid even now.
If you look up it's a Fishman, isn't it? Or I've never saw the other one.
It is a Fishman.
It was just the Fishman bridge is £300, but you also need the power chip to run it, which is another 150 quid.
Which is all in that.
Already in that. So that's £350 worth of stuff.
You just have to find a guitar. Well, I suppose I actually quite liked that wee guitar. It wasn't bad, was it? It was alright.
It was alright. I mean, I just remember I made the Octoblaster one.
Yeah.
Out of the one the same. The only thing I didn't like about it, I wasn't super keen on the neck just because of the way it looked. Not so much the shape. It's that kind of whatever that wood.
It's kind of with the stains and stuff in it.
Yeah, there's something about it.
Maybe I've just chalky, doesn't it?
Maybe I've seen too many guitars that are like that. That weren't good.
Do you see?
It's got a spooky face. Look at the guy's face, and just to the right of the bridge.
I'm looking at that, and I'm looking at that.
Oh.
They must have got the guy. Must be the guy that stole his video.
That's not Johnson. That's not.
It's not. Oh God, no.
I was,
That's right.
I wondered if it was that guitar, if it was that woman.
Oh God, that was. There's a plastic trombone. They're actually okay. By the way, they sound fine. That's quite cheap for a trombone. If you've ever seen the price for a trombone, they're quite dear.
Is that a cool looking one?
Yeah. Fender Strat standard Mexican. That's cheap.
400.
If it's one of the new ones.
It's candy apple red as well.
It's nice. Not bad.
No, it's
not bad.
Someone says Stratocaster.
That needs to go in the bin.
That's not. They were only 100 quid new. They're terrible.
Cheap, isn't it?
An ID 15
for 65. That's not bad.
Is that be like an older version of the ID Core?
Yeah, I think it is.
Just a different layout of buttons probably. But it might get buttons along the top. There's a Rally Les Paul.
Lefty.
You're a lefty, they're good though.
Yeah, we'll leave that to somebody else's channel though.
Yeah. Left-handed guitar channel.
Yeah. Right, there's a digital delay for 70 quid. Now you can put a, would you call it on that, output pedal and use it like a, what do you call it? A tap.
Alright,
yeah.
It's got
a tap tempo button. Ibanez Geo 100 quid, tuner 50 quid, that's not bad. Free piano.
a Dono bass ukulele.
How do we get the piano into your house though? Free. It's free.
Where's the Oasis drum kit?
I'm going to go to that in a minute. I actually had one of them. We sold it. I had one at the back of the living room with a whole band set up for it. It was great. But my daughter, a really young daughter, Katie Morag, had learned how to plug it all in and switch it all on herself. So she would get up at like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning and treat us all to Queen. We Will Rock You for the whole morning. She's good at it. She can project really well throughout the whole house. That's not bad, eh? That's 80 quid. That's one of those things that you made.
That's one of those things I made, eh?
Aye. Smart.
Yeah, right. Only 70 quid.
150 quid.
Oh, there you go. There's the Spark. That's the one Bob's got.
Seems expensive for a tiny wee amp.
It's got all that programming shit going on.
No, but you have to pay for that and all.
I don't know.
Showmasters these are on my bucket list.
There's quite a few of them. There's different levels of
that
them.
one's
Showmaster. No.
I don't know what's happened to this.
Mine's not a show. What's the other one? Stagemaster.
Stagemaster.
Showmaster. I can't remember. Stagecaster. There's a few different ones.
The Showmaster specifically. The reverse headstock guitars are actually brilliant.
I've had a few of the.
That's the Floyd Rose one. That's really cheap.
140 quid for Floyd Rose, right?
It really is because it's.
I know they do go up. I think.
These ones not the made in Japan squares as well.
Well, there are some of them are made in Japan.
Maybe China, maybe I don't know. It's
crafted in China.
Still going to be decent though.
Yeah, that's the upside down neck that's on my triple neck.
With the wee.
That's one of them. I can't remember if I had that or not.
Dink off it. Yeah, that's a really good guitar. It's just a pity it's got skulls on it, but I'm sure the skulls will come off. That's not bad at all. I'm going to keep that in my mind, my own mind. That's a con.
Yes, I keep seeing it as well. It's got to be.
Drum kit. Solar 550. That's not bad either, is it?
Quite spiky.
Yeah, quite light. It's a lot like an Ibanez RG in it. In fact, it's a lot like
the Apache Attack helicopter.
I was looking for the orange one.
So you can't miss it. So the only way you can hide it's hide it below an orange jacket.
Yeah, it's very Ibanez.
Yeah.
It's nice. I like that flat red.
Yeah.
I wonder how much they cost as a brand new guitar. I never actually looked at them.
A Harley Benton Jazzmaster.
I'm not being a snob when I say I don't really like them.
No.
Am I?
No.
They're guitars that are made to look really nice in a catalogue and in a shop window.
They're not, but I don't think any of them are absolute shit. But they're not.
They're not properly finished. That's what my problem is.
No.
I've not played one that's been finished.
No.
What have we got here? Pedal boards. I've seen a lot of that. So I reckon people are getting into these. What do you call them? Digital things. The toaster and all of that.
Your
what do you call it again? Yes.
You're talking about the Yamaha THX amp.
It's the really fancy effects that people are using
Helix.
nowadays. Helix and all of that. Yeah, so selling all of their old pedals.
Yeah.
Seymour Duncan set. That's not bad. That's what.
£100 for a pair of Seymour Duncans,
That's
really.
what was in that. That's what's in the FGN. That
FGN.
pickup set.
Right.
Yeah, it's Jeff Beck and the Bridge and Jazz in the Neck. That's it. It's
Just-
a great set of pickups for £100
That's
quid.
the well-known one. Doesn't seem a lot for 100 quid.
Saved. We go back to that one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's my favourite set of
What's
pickups.
your favourite set of pickups?
Yeah,
I'm
so-
sure that's less than half price of buying them new, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think they're around 100 quid each.
I think I'm pretty much. I've got a guitar that I could put them in as well.
Put them back into the wash bin.
5V, yeah. Volkswagen for 30 quid. That's actually not bad. That's okay, isn't it?
I think so.
Right, we must be near the bottom.
We'll just up for a wee second, just see that that drum kit thing, 30 quid.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking for
They're
downloads.
actually okay. See, for a trigger pad kind of thing, they're not bad.
No, I was just thinking for asking about if it's got the
Yeah.
foot pedal. It comes with the foot pedals.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yamaha
30
do something that looks.
I
like
had
that,
one.
Yeah.
it's kind of like more hexagon shaped. That was,
It's
if you're
alright.
camping and you've
Yeah.
got somebody plays the drums,
It's alright. I'm going to get a cajon.
a cahoon.
Cajon.
I made one.
What's this? What? Built it. What? A while ago.
A while ago.
Solid builds.
Seymour. Seymour.
Seymour. Including strings, selling to buy another bass. Pick up only 260 quid. No. Yeah, that's what the Wayne's got. A Sonran.
Alright.
They're actually really good. Yeah. It's the parlour version of that we've got.
I think Wayne's got a white one. It's rather nice. I think it's a small,
Yeah, the Sonran, they're really good. For the money, they're brilliant.
same sort of size as the wee Gretsch. Kind of thing.
Well, slightly bigger. There's a K9.
A large K9. A remote control K9.
How do we... Oh, yeah. That'd fit right on my pedal board.
It'd be smashing. Master. Yeah. Yeah.
A 310 for 90 quid? Why are we looking at them? That's a decent acoustic.
No, for 90 quid. Cost 90 quid. Look at the
Oh,
fingerboard on that.
This is one of the cheap ones. That's what I'm
310's
thinking
the
it
cheap
is.
one,
Yeah, it's
aye.
a cheap one. What else we got? What's that?
Free pedals, part 2. Down the free. We're kind of.
That's us coming towards the what in the earth is that first act guitars.
See, I quite fancied that just because it looks like my Shocking Bird, which I hadn't seen before I made the Shocking Bird.
They're terrible.
It-
They made it a cardboard practically.
It could very well.
They were giving one away with a car when you bought a Volkswagen or something like that. It gave you a first act guitar and it was awful.
Right.
Yeah, that's us. Oh, what's that? Oh, Gear for Music. They're actually okay. Very basic, but for a very 40 quid, that's not bad.
Oh.
It's like half price in it, roughly, from what they are on their website. That's my next thing I'm going to do. I'm going to get a wireless something.
You're going to go wireless?
Just, yeah, because I'm fed up knocking all of my tea and drinks over constantly.
Just make sure it's rechargeable.
Yeah. That's us. I'm just having a wee cut.
Yeah, there's nothing.
There's the 60
Nah, that's the
quid
one
That's
where
what I
I
was actually looking for.
well looked. Yes, that's how I see.
It's alright.
I like it.
It actually looks like an SG the more I look at it. It's
Yeah,
very sharp.
it's kind of funny looking, but I quite like that. I quite like the colour. I quite like the fact it's crackled. Humbucker on the bridge, single in the neck's not bad. Through strung. Neck doesn't do it for me.
Oh, but I mean that's not the end of the world. I mean if you not got a couple of nets kicking about, you could
I've
stick
got a
on
couple
that.
of nets kicking about, yeah.
And
Kind
you
of.
could toast that one. You could reshape.
It
the
might
headstock.
just be the shape of the headstock. It
You
doesn't.
could literally turn that into like an Ibanez shape headstock with just a belt sander in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
and some anger. Watch the news.
Yeah. Where is it?
Glasgow.
Altus.
That's
Where's
just up the road
Rutherford?
for you.
It's just up the road. John, good work.
Aye.
Doesn't get any use in for more info or pics.
That's
But actually, did Johnson and Axel must be? Did you not get used to get? You know, you get the Axel designed by EMG Axel.
yeah.
Did you not get designed by EMG Johnsons as well?
Very possibly. Something
Because that's very similar to the Badwater
I can see it
Telecaster.
in, I can actually see that logo in a. See the way Stag do the metal ones? It's the
Yeah.
metal badge. I'm sure there's a Johnson. Because I laughed at it because it's
Johnson.
slang word for a penis, isn't it?
Well, Police Academy into it.
Yeah.
But everyone used to
Johnson.
be Johnson's. As far as the eye could see. What a sight it must have been, sir.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So yeah, it is a bit of a ugly headstock, but
Yeah, it looks like decent tuners on it. Though.
60 quid.
It's actually quite. I see. I don't know. I like it. I'm looking at that BC Rich pointy headstock, which I think would look superb on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's us, I think.
Yeah.
There's a really proper high end
Epiphone.
Epiphone with a proper high end top on it that we're not even going to grace the telly, right? Because they're rubbish. People are going to be shouting at us for that. I've got one of them. Oh.
Yeah, it's great. I looked up all the forums and they all said it was the best one.
Oh, there.
Oh,
Now that's
couple
a
of-
bargain. See,
Yeah.
see the annoying thing about that? That's a great guitar. It's really well set up. The frets are all perfect. The neck's great.
Yeah.
He's not doing much favours with the 40s, is he?
Mm.
And that's also,
That's a belter.
it's really fresh.
It's just in the wrong place.
Yeah.
Something to do with.
He needs to advertise that, and I mean, look at all those Grover machine heads. Should have taken them off. No, should
Go to Machine Heads.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. I mean, you should advertise that on an Ibanez website,
Mm-hmm.
and both of those guitars would fly. Because they're quite sought after now.
That's good. Oh, I will check looking for them. Can find them. Look at the bridge. Bridge is worth seeing. It's a guitar.
Yeah.
Oh, the Black Star.
Oh.
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 Oh, it's only got 7 strings. It's not enough for you.
It's in Vancouver as well. It's
Oh,
too
right.
far away.
That's Truckahole. Go to Truckahole.
Vancouver.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that's us just going into silly places now.
Yes. Great Malvern.
That's awful. I've never been a fan of that slime colour.
I don't like that shape.
Sorry, I like the really weird stuff at the bottom. You get oh.
That's an interesting because somebody made a what?
That's the hardtail version.
No, it's the scratch plate doesn't have the knobs on it. What? What is that?
Oh, I've pressed on the wrong button. Hold on a second.
Pacifica 120H? I don't know that one. 2 humbuckers, but it's like the. It looks a little bit spiky, does it? It's just because the scratch plates are different.
Different
shape.
shape. I don't know. I've never seen that one before. 125 quid though. Down from 170.
And in Blackpool, get Roxy to pick it up.
I think that's us. We're fun. We're done.
That's
We're
us.
Liverpool, Manchester.
Liverpool, Manchester. These are. If you're in America, Liverpool, Manchester would be that's drivable.
Yeah.
Was it 3 hours or something to get to Liverpool? 4?
4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not exactly
Well,
not.
what is it? 3 hours to 3 hours to what do you call it? Blackpool.
Is it?
Yeah.
Right.
3 hours and you're roughly sitting on the beach. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I think
Well,
did that work? How
I
long has it
don't
been on
know. There's still there's an option to stop recording, so if we just go for the.
for? Should we say buy YouTube?
Yeah, I'm trying to be clever than that. No, I'm trying to don't want to be too clever.
But-
Too clever. Well, we're still going to be quite clever though.
Oh, hello.
We were down in the corner the whole time. Down there. Rock on. Catch you later. Don't buy that Arbiter.